What does your leap of faith look like? I can share with you mine. Mine was taking myself to this beautiful island called Moloka'i. The plan was to connect deeply with people that were ready to take the journey from their head to their heart, to open to soul's wisdom, to trust themselves deeply. And I had to trust. I had to trust that I was being the person that could hold space to love people, to come to heaven, heaven on earth, and reach my hand out to those that feel like they've been in hell, because I've been there, to invite them into a new possibility, into heaven. But this journey was for me. And I am so grateful, because as I've researched the island, I always end up going places where there's a little forbidden sense about them. I, back in 2013, spent 5 months on Vieques Island. And Vieques Island had 2/3 of their island taken from the US government. And subsequently, 70% of the people were unemployed, 80% living below poverty level. And our military destroyed a lot of their island. They bombed it. They bombed the ocean. And they're making the ocean safe again. They've been spending years cleaning it up. But here I find myself on Moloka'i. Moloka'i had one beautiful resort area owned by someone, and they wanted to put luxury homes on it. And the people of Moloka'i said, no, we don't want that. We don't want our island to become like every other island. And this is an island where the lepers were sent to be contained so that the spread of the disease would not infect the whole state. And so this became a leper colony. And there's still a few people that live on the island in that colony. But mostly it's natives. It's natives who, this was their home. This was their ancestors' home. And the land is beautiful. It's sacred. The waters I just walked through were sacred fishing grounds for the people. And when I feel into the gift of teaching people how to fish, to learn how to feed themselves, that's why I'm here. To get to this spot where I'm at, I had to go through my own space of isolation, my own space of attempting to wanting to help those that were in hell, like creating their own living hell. As I stand here, I see the fish jumping. And it's beautiful. And I attempted to go to the gates of hell several times with people I loved dearly, and attempted to go to the gates of hell and reach out and say, come on, let's get out of here. But they always went back, and I couldn't understand it. And that was my living hell, was seeing the light in other people and them not seeing it in themselves, allowing the voices of the head to continue to infiltrate their heart, not allow them to feel their heart. Moloka'i is the island of the heart. And here I am. I imagine the people fishing these waters with their nets. And interestingly enough, I found all kinds of fishing nets tangled up. Because if you look around this beautiful space, what you will find is it looks impenetrable from the beach, from the shoreline, in a lot of places. It's overgrown. It's created a barrier, a boundary, safety for the people that live on the other side. There's all kinds of no trespassing signs, keep out signs, so people know this is my safe space. This is my place of heaven or hell, depending on perspective. But we each have that to create. So as I walk the shoreline, I had to get through mangrove trees. I had to walk around them into the ocean to get here. This isn't a swim beach. This is sacred fishing grounds. But as I look out, I can see the beautiful, longest fringing reef in the state of Hawaii. The most beautiful reef. Heaven. Heaven for a lot of fish that are here. Heaven for the people that visit, who love to snorkel, who love to scuba dive, which I do. Views of other islands around us. So I've had to learn that I don't go to the gates of hell to lift people out. I can see everybody in their light. I can see everyone in their wholeness. Everyone from the space of love. But they have to see it within themselves. They have to know it's there. And then from the gates of heaven, I can reach out my hand and I can invite them in to understanding their beauty, their love, to quiet the voices in the head, which the echoes sometimes tell us terrible things about ourselves that are not true. And help them take the longest journey they'll ever take in their lives, from the head to the heart. And that's who I am. That's my superpower. And I'm grateful. I stand on this beautiful sacred ground, and I am grateful. As I stand on this sacred ground, being grateful, you know what I see? I see I see animal tracks. And do you know what those animal tracks look like to me? They are deer tracks. And if you know anything about me, you know that I've lost my sister 4 years ago, my mom 3 years ago. And their nickname was Bambi, as is mine. And so whenever I see a deer or deer tracks, I always think of my ancestors and their love cheering me forward from heaven, because I know they're still with me. That's the beautiful gift, is when we realize that energy isn't destroyed when we die. We just leave our bodies. And then we're in a different form. But we're not out of reach. We're not inaccessible. They're right here with us, helping us, guiding us. And I don't know if I was Hawaiian in a past life, but I think I was. Because I feel so honored and held by the land here. So that's it for today. Where are you focusing your attention? Is it from the gates of heaven? Because we are all here embodied to create heaven on earth. We all are a vessel to serve from the space of love, the space that is the light within us to radiate out. Or are you letting the darkness win? Are you letting the shadows come in and steal your light? So if you imagine a dark room, to clear out the shadows, all you have to do is turn on the light switch. How can you raise your light today? This beautiful bird just flew right in front of me. So with that, I will leave you with this beautiful view from the shores of Moloka'i. Hoping that you are making it a great day and sending so much love your way. Mahalo and aloha.